Hi, I'm Jeff Nelson. I'm going to tell you what it's like to pitch in the bullpen in the regular season compared to the postseason. Obviously, the regular season is 162 games. You're pitching, if you're a middle reliever, you're going to pitch 70 to 80 games. A closer may pitch about around the same time. And, you know, what the feeling's like is you always have a chance, if you have a bad game, to have a chance to make it up in the next city. In the postseason, there is no next city. There's a lot more pressure. A lot of guys will have a great regular season, but they go to the postseason and they think they have to elevate their game. You can't be any better than what you just did in the regular season. For instance, the Yankee bullpen. You have Phil Hughes, who went from a starter to a reliever right in the middle of August. He excelled in that role to set up Mariano. He comes into the postseason and he thinks he has to get better. Well, you don't have to get any better. It's easier said than done, I know, now that I'm out of the game, but you know, you don't have to get any better. You have to try to stay the same. Even though the game's different, the limelight's different, the media coverage is different, the TV angles are different, you can't be any better in the postseason. You can see that he misses his spots. He gets ahead of guys. His pitch selection's fine. I don't have any problem with the way he goes about his pitch selection, but as you see, the catcher Jorge Posada or Molino sit up inside, he misses out over the plate. It's all about having confidence that you're going to get that pitch in there. It's confidence that you're not afraid to fail. It's confidence that I'm not worried about hitting that guy, then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to make a quality start. You know, Joba Chamberlain, he went from the rotation to the bullpen. He was so good a couple years ago in the bullpen. He was throwing 98 miles an hour with a nasty slider. Obviously, your speed's going to decrease a little bit when you are a starter because you're throwing so many innings, so many pitches every 5 days. You'll see guys when they go to the bullpen, all of a sudden he's throwing like 91 to 93 miles an hour, and that's only natural. And it's all about confidence. I mean, these guys think they have to raise their level of play to be better, to help their team out. You look at Mariano Rivera, same all the time. That's why he's the best. You know, you never see him, he's never emotional. You never see him, you know, whether he has a bad outing or a good outing, which the bad outings are far and few in between. He's always the same. And if these guys would look at him and see how he goes about things, Bill Koch, Marte, same way, they always try to raise their level of play in the postseason, thinking that I have to be better, and that's not the case. You always try to stay the same. And Joe Girardi needs a lot of confidence in these guys so they can use these guys. You cannot go with a three-man rotation and expect to get by and have Mariano Rivera throw the last 2 innings. And on the other side, the Philadelphia Phillies closer, Brad Lidge, who's blown 11 saves during the regular season but has been perfect in the postseason. Charlie Manuel has tremendous amount of confidence in Brad Lidge. During the regular season, at the end, he was using bullpen by committee. He was using Madsen and Air and then maybe go to Lidge for one hitter. During the postseason, it's all about Lidge. He's a little bit different than Mariano. He's a guy that probably can't go 2 innings, and you can only have him go 1. A closer role, a lot of guys are not like Mo. You know, he can go 2 innings. A lot of guys gear themselves up for just that 1 inning, the 9th inning, and the adrenaline starts flowing. Sometimes when you throw them and try to get 4 or 5 outs out of them, they wind up getting out of that jam in the 8th inning. But when they sit on the bench and they come back out, it's a whole different story. For instance, Broxton in Philadelphia, he got 4 outs or tried to get 4 outs when the Philadelphia Phillies came back and beat him that day. He sat on that bench, and it's a whole different story. He really hasn't done that, and that affected him. Brad Lidge, he's a 1 inning guy. It's very important that Madsen, Air, Chan-Ho Park is down there, get the job done in between the starters to get it to Lidge.